This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to Besant Technologies. Today we're going to see about the Objective-C. So we now see the history of Objective-C. In 1997, Apple has been purchased the Next and it has been transformed to Next Step. So the Mac OS X application has been started building in the summer of 2000. So Objective-C plays a major role to develop the applications of major OS X ever since. After in 2008, it became the primary way to develop the iOS applications also, which is used for the iOS iPhones. So the Objective-C adds classes to the C through a small set of extensions. It's like a C and C++ language. It's used to with two object-oriented frameworks. One is Foundation Framework and another one is AppKit. Foundation Framework consists of basic concepts such as strings, arrays, and other data structures and provides a class to interact with the operating system. Whether the AppKit contains the developing of applications and interact with the OS to the widgets like buttons, text views, etc. Together, Foundation and the AppKit framework are called Cocoa. So on iOS, AppKit is replaced by the UIKit. Foundation and UIKit together are called as a Cocoa Touch. In this lecture, we focus on the Objective-C language and some of the examples of Foundation framework. So the Objective-C is already said by it's a base of C++ language developed. So Objective-C is a C. All of C code will work. Memory management not necessary with the ARC. ARC is the automatic reference counting. For Objective-C is supported only MRC. It's manual reference counting. So each object or each variable should be deselected after removed from the scene. Classes are based on Smalltalk syntax. It's a bit weird. So the development tool used for the Objective-C is Xcode. Xcode is the IDE tool. IDE means Integrated Development Environment used to develop the application. With the help of Xcode, the Objective-C interact with the application and development. So create a new project in Xcode. So the make use of Apple's Clang compiler based on the LLVM used to use the GNU compilers, but Apple wanted to extend the compiler without open source coding. LLVM is a highly optimized compiler. Xcode also contains interface builders and some of the GUI interface. The GUI interface is Xcode is to not write the coding. It's just the widgets or drag and drop concept. All the text box, checkbox, text views also are all to be drag and drop to the view controllers. So for example, create a new project as you did in C++ program, just with OS X application with the help of command line tool. And enter the name and type the foundation name. So make sure the checkbox has to create the local GitHub repository. With the help of Xcode, we can create the GitHub repository for the project. So the .m file stands for the messages. So it will give the main.m. The .m stands for the messages. Insert the code. So importing of foundation framework. So / import foundation framework. Instead of include import, will ensure that file is only included once. So here nslog is the printf of the foundation framework. Also prints date, time, and a new line. So in NSString, NS stands for the next step and string stands for the data type. This is a string class like that found in Java. Most foundation framework classes expect an NSString, not a C-style string. Notice that M appears at the right of an main.m. So .m is the extension file after you edit. The M is an aspect of Xcode GitHub integrations. It's telling you that file was modified and eventually you can check these changes into the Git repository. Xcode is automatically created the Git repository for you as it already tells. So here is the printf is the printing statement, char get name is the variable name. So here nslog is used to print the statement where %s is to print the variables in the name. So NSString is defined in the foundation framework. It's complicated to convert a C string to the NSString. Note that format at for an NSString. So here we are seeing the Boolean conditions. Yes, no equal to no means it's for checking whether it is false. Else in case it should be in yes. So the same thing, if think one equal, the variables is two types. The integer int think one is the variable with a data type integer. Think2 is another variable with the data type integer. So think1 equal to think2 equal, it returns no. This is check whether the think1 is equal to think no, it returns no, else it returns yes. So after the Objective C, the Swift has the another language developed by the Apple. So it's advanced than the Objective-C. The code compactability is very easy in Swift comparing to the Objective-C. So now all the developers has been using the Swift language. The advanced versions of Objective-C is stopped in the 2013. Now the Swift versions has been released by the Apple, and another language has been introduced in the 2019 by the Apple, Swift UI. It is useful than Swift. Thank you.